Former Bachelorette contestant claimed to be trans to trick liberals, that's what he was tricking. Former Bachelorette contestant Josh Seiter claimed in a recent interview that his public persona as a transgender woman was part of a social experiment aimed at highlighting the gullibility of the left. Originally coming out as transgender in May 2024, Seiter faced a barrage of death threats, stating he lived in constant fear for his safety. Seiter's claims include the notion that one does not need to undergo hormone therapy or surgery to be a trans woman. On BlazeTV's Prime Time with Alex Stein, he asserted that many trans women are merely acting out a fantasy, saying, quote, "Guess what? It doesn't magically make them women," end quote. He expressed frustration over what he perceives as intolerance from both the transgender community and LGBTQ members. During the interview, Seiter initially dressed in makeup and a scarf representing the transgender flag, stripped away his disguise to reveal his hoax. He stated, quote, "I faked being a faker. I pretended to be a pretender," end quote. His actions have drawn ire and confusion as he likened being transgender to mental illnesses such as schizophrenia. Seiter's stunt has provoked strong reactions across the political spectrum, as he claimed to have fooled even conservative commentators such as Megyn Kelly. He also claimed that his supposed social experiment, he noticed the left's tendency to curry favor by aligning with whatever issues are currently trending, even if they personally disagree. Seiter had previously identified as pansexual in January 2021 and later as bisexual in 2023, but he did not mention these aspects of his identity during his interview with Stein. First of all, it's not that hard to fool Megyn Kelly, so don't go patting yourself on the back, girlfriend. Next, he is a truly despicable and loathsome person. If this is the kind of walking, sexually transmitted infection who participates in shows such as The Bachelorette, I'm really glad I have never watched it.
It is so disrespectful. And I mean, there are people dying. There are people choosing to end their lives because of people like him saying things like that. He is despicable. It's disgusting. And I say, let's pull out his platform. I mean, it breaks my heart to know that him saying things like that very possibly might end up with someone taking their life.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, it reminds me of the bullying that maybe some of us in the community went through as children.
Absolutely.
And to see that is despicable as adults. He should be canceled. I mean, you know, he has no place in media or being out there.
Yeah, no, I can't agree more. It's terrible. You're a terrible person. This was not a social experiment. You do not do social experiments on people's lives. We're talking people's lives. We're talking humans. We're talking human beings. And I think what he did was to try to dehumanize trans individuals. You know, I just find it terrible, you know, and this is a topic that comes very, very close to me. Having had clients who are trans experienced, having had clients who have been murdered on Miami Beach. You're a terrible human being for doing this.
Absolutely.
And so I want to say a couple of other things. I just hate his social media on his Instagram. He has trans activist and educator. You're not a trans activist doing it.
Certainly not an
Activists
educator.
do not do this. This is putting our movement backwards, right? You're feeding right into that right-wing rhetoric about our community, and it's terrible. And this can cost people's lives. So stop your crap. The other thing is, I can't believe you're a lawyer. And God, I would sue your ass. because you're like, I feel like there's some liability out there. Like everything that you've done, you're putting a risk at trans individuals' lives, you know?
Disbar him.
Just bar him. Like it's just there's an ethics dilemma here, right? You're a lawyer. Come on, you're an officer of the court. You're a terrible freaking person. The last thing I want to say to you is stick to your damn OnlyFans, you know? And I don't know who the hell wants to give you $19.99 to see your ass, but you're despicable. You are beautiful. Like when I saw some pictures of you, you are beautiful, but you're ugly as hell with what you've done. And that's all I got to say to your ass, Josh.